Zayn Malik was called a terrorist at just 17. He tweeted Eid Mubarak and got told to stop pushing Islam. He posted in Arabic and was labeled a jihadi. And now finally, after years of silence, he's speaking out through his music. Just a few days ago, Zayn shared a preview of a new rap track on Instagram. But this wasn't just any song. It was raw, personal, political. And for the first time ever, it directly addressed the racism he faced. As the only South Asian member of One Direction, this track is a total departure from the Zayn we used to know. Gone are the smooth R&B melodies. This one is gritty, poetic, and heartbreaking. In his story, Zayn posted the lyrics, "Rise and fall, I fight intimidation. My back against the wall, so much they think I got a break. Caught in a white band, they laughed at the Asian. Left a blue mark on a white flag, then used blood for painting." And just like that, fans knew. This wasn't random. This was about them. About his time in One Direction. About being the only person of color in a global phenomenon. He didn't need to name names. The references were loud and clear. Zayn was in One Direction with Harry, Lewis, Neil, and Liam, 4 white boys and him. From the outside, everything looked perfect. 5 young stars. Sold-out tours. Screaming fans. But behind the scenes, Zayn was being exoticized, sidelined, stereotyped. He was never the face of the band. Never marketed as the frontman. He was the quiet one. The mysterious one. But what if that wasn't his choice? In past interviews, Zayn admitted that even his style was filtered. "At first, I thought it was cool leather jacket, combat boots, but after a while, I started to feel uncomfortable. And the pressure wasn't just artistic. It was racial." When he tweeted in Arabic, people called him a threat. When he celebrated Eid, fans told him to keep religion out of pop. And then came the rumors. People online actually spread the disgusting lie that Zayn Malik was connected to 9/11. That's how extreme it got. Zayn was forced to wear a shirt that said, "I am not a terrorist." That's how deeply racism followed him, through airports, social media, interviews. There was even an old interview where a reporter asked Zayn why he had a water gun tattoo, trying to push him, suggesting it symbolized something violent. Zayn looked uncomfortable. Lewis had to step in and clarify, "It's a water gun. Let that sink in." He was treated like a treat just for being who he is. And through all of this, where were the others? Where were his bandmates when he was being dragged online? When tabloids were smearing him? When fans were spewing Islamophobia every time he tweeted? Zayn has never said they were racist. But he has opened up about feeling isolated. Like he couldn't be himself. So in 2015, he left. The world was shocked. But for Zayn, it was survival. He said it was for mental health. For peace. And now, we understand just how deep those wounds ran. This new track isn't just music. It's a message. A statement. A long overdue truth. Fans, especially brown fans, are now rallying behind him. They're saying what was ignored for years. Left speech bubble. Zayn wasn't just the quiet one. He was silenced. Left speech bubble. He wasn't just the shy guy. He was surviving. Left speech bubble. They only praised him when he looked less brown. It's not just about One Direction anymore. It's about an industry that constantly tokenizes brown artists, and then discards them. Even after leaving the band, Zayn kept facing this. When he tweeted "Free Palestine," he was met with outrage. His mentions were flooded with hate. He wasn't even calling out anyone, just speaking for justice. But the reaction? Pure backlash. Despite all this, Zayn remained mostly quiet. He didn't do interviews. He didn't speak out. Until now. In 2023, he appeared on the Call Her Daddy podcast, his first interview in 6 years. And for the first time, we saw a different Zayn. He talked about fatherhood, anxiety, his daughter, and how being a parent changed his perspective. He said, "Since I had my daughter, I've had to step up. Be a good example. Overcome things. I want her to know she can do anything." That's what this track is. It's not just about the past. It's about healing. About finally owning his story on his own terms. Zayn Malik isn't looking for sympathy. He's reclaiming his narrative. Speaking for himself, something he was never allowed to do before. And whether or not you were a One Direction fan, one thing is clear, this isn't just Zayn's story. It's a story of every brown artist who was told to be quiet. To blend in. To not make it about race. But Zayn? He's done blending in. He's turning pain into power. And music into truth. Let them hear it now.